too here, or not as much?
Not as much. You don't have to step in as deep. So it's actually shallower. It's like you might have to step in a little bit.
Kind of
Sometimes you have to step in with the left foot. So it's
the left foot.
Yeah, it's a lot more variable. And
Do you have a notion of getting in and out still?
yes, not quite as much though.
Okay.
Because yeah, a little bit. But it's the angle. Like it's more about where I hit my push rather than like because at this angle the most likely conversion is a flip.
Yeah.
And the most likely direction for a flip is to the backhand.
Right.
And even if it goes to the forehand, it's unlikely to be very strong.
Yeah.
So you don't have to, you don't like this, if I go like that to your forehand, there could be a big shot coming back, in which case I gotta get recovered. But here it's not quite as. Would think more sideways and less.
There's.
Yeah, you tend to come in and shovel like that.
Okay.
It's okay, but think more like you're going to chop or slice. For most of these, because the problem with this is normally on a backhand push, it's all about control and keeping it short. But
So
what we're
left
doing
or
is
right?
technically not quite that because we're trying to apply a lot of spin. So there's a lot more slicing and chopping. So when you go to do your backhand, instead of face this way like this, because you're actually letting go of the paddle slightly and coming in and trying to scoop forward like this instead of sideways slicing. Yeah. Yeah. With these, don't get me wrong, it's not always going to be like this. Most of the time it's like this. Go ahead. So the one you were doing is kind of correct, but it's mostly for keeping the ball short and low, so it can't be attacked. But when you get into these kinds of exchanges, you're attacking mildly with underspin, so you need to slice into it a little bit more.
More like left to right then?
No, it's straight into the ball, but from the side. So it's like you're going like if you look at mine, it's like this, but you're not coming like this.
Yeah, I tend to do this.
Yeah, but it's not this either. So if you're like it's but it's straight, but it's coming from over here. So it's straight being like this. So here. So So watch mine.
So it's not from,
It's not
it's not from here to here, it's
Yeah.
not from here to here, here to here.
Yes, exactly like that. It's more like you're directing it and you're like, wherever you're pushing, that's the line of that stroke, right? Yes.
It's really hard to.
Because you notice I'm like off to the side and then going like that. Try not to, because you go like this, that's what makes it.
It's hard because I tend to start already coming in like this.
Right.
And the only way for me from here to another spot is forward.
Yeah, the thing is you bring your elbow in first, like this, and then cheek.
It's like really hard to track with coming in, doing like this.
Right.
I come in.
Well, that's a timing thing, because you're trying to decide, do I want to immediately hit it? Like, that's what I was saying, when you hit, and then this is the more normal one. So you're coming in.
Yeah, that one.
Right, but that's more of a,
But do you have the option to do the other from there?
no, because what I'm saying is, that particular one is for more short, low pushes to control what's incoming.
Yeah.
So that's when someone gives you heavy spin like that on a serve or a push, you can come in directly. You're not adding. You're just coming in directly and controlling it, right? And then they have to put a push that low and that short. And if they put a lot of underspin, that will even have a decent amount of spin.
So I'm guessing you have decided before you come in that you're gonna do
Depends on what they do.
one or the other.
So if they hit a medium push though, and I'm deciding to push and not attack, then I'm going to hit this long. These are half long, so.
Yeah.
And then I'm also deciding, am I going to hit here, depending on what I want to do with the shot.
I'll just do another round here.